I'm former Ambassador Jim Sasser, and I'm here to present a Business Leadership Award to a company that's putting more ballast on the ship, as Ambassador Craig was talking about a moment ago. The Merck company, for more than a century, has been a leading global biopharmaceutical company. It's known as MSD outside of the United States and China, United States and Canada, and has been bringing forward medicines and vaccines for many of the world's most challenging diseases. And today, Merck continues to be at the forefront of research to advance the prevention and treatment of diseases that threaten the peoples of the world. Merck has a long history of working in China to provide vital medicines and vaccines to the people of China. So tonight, accepting this award on behalf of Merck is Sarah Kemp, Executive Director of the China Policy Strategy and Human Health Commercial International Strategic Policy Initiatives. Boy, that's a mouthful. In this role, Sarah is responsible for supporting the MSD China team in their strategic policy and leading global above-country engagement in China. I might say before joining Merck, Mrs. Kemp was the Deputy Undersecretary for the International Trade Administration at the U.S. Department of Commerce. She is also, I'm proud to say, a career Foreign Service officer with multiple postings in China. So, Ms. Kemp, if you would come forward, we would like to present this award to you on behalf of the... This one is not so heavy, but it's also very attractive.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you, Ambassador Sasser. I am keenly aware that whatever I have achieved, it is because I stand on the shoulders of giants. And I know that when I look around this table, I'm having dinner with the giants. So thank you for that introduction. I also want to thank everyone at the U.S. China Policy Foundation for this incredible evening. The work of the foundation is critically important, especially now, as we need more ballast. There's a proverb in Chinese that says, if you want 1 year of prosperity, grow grain. If you want 10 years of prosperity, grow trees. But if you want 100 years of prosperity, grow people. And that is exactly what the foundation does. Your work encouraging academic, policy, and cultural exchanges helps bridge differences, encourage understanding, and allows both sides to envision a future of shared prosperity. So on behalf of everyone at Merck, which is called MSD outside the United States and Canada, I had to say that, the lawyers made me, no. I want to give a special thanks to the U.S. China Policy Foundation for recognizing my company and its legacy in China. So thank you to the U.S. China. I also want to thank Mr. Zhao Gaotong, the NMPA Health Attaché at the Chinese Embassy, as well as his colleagues who are here with us tonight, Ms. Yuan Lijun, Mr. Zhang Feiyu, for honoring us with your presence and for being a true partner in our efforts to address China's healthcare issues. I joined Merck only a few months ago, but what drew me to the company was its incredible work bringing life-saving cures to the world. In fact, I was in China just a few weeks ago and visited 2 of our facilities, and I noticed that on each building there was a quote by our company's patron, George Merck. Quote, "We never try to forget that medicine is for the people. It is not for the profits. The profits follow, and if we have remembered that, they have never failed to appear." This message drives what we do at the company and what we have done, both in China and around the world. And I would like to beg your indulgence to let me tell you our story in China. Merck's legacy in China goes back 3 decades. In 1989, we partnered with the Chinese government to help tackle one of the country's greatest health challenges, hepatitis B. At the time, hepatitis B was an epidemic killing hundreds of thousands of people in China. 1 in 10 babies, or 10%, were contracting the virus from their mother at birth. To address this challenge, Merck partnered with the Chinese government to help ensure that all newborns in China had access to a hepatitis B vaccine. We formed a multi-year, multi-site project in partnership with the government and 2 local Chinese companies to transfer vaccine manufacturing technology. We brought Chinese scientists to our vaccine facilities in the U.S. and trained them for a year on how to manufacture the vaccines. And then we broke down the plant and shipped the plant and reassembled the plants both in Beijing and Shenzhen. And we did this all for the cost of $1. Today, the number of children under 5 who contract the virus has fallen to 1%. It is something that I am incredibly proud of and proud to be a part of. But that was just the beginning of our commitment to working with Chinese government to prevent disease and to provide innovative treatments and cures to Chinese patients. Today, Merck has 6,000 employees across China. We offer more than 40 human health medicines and vaccines, as well as 50 animal health products. And we've continued to partner with the government to tackle some of the challenges through innovative programs, including the Merck China HIV/AIDS partnership, a 10-year program that we completed in 2016, and Merck for Mothers, which we launched this year, which is dedicated to improving maternal health. And as we continue to expand, we have set an ambitious goal for ourselves. We want to reach 100 million patients and people in China by 2021. Meanwhile, everyone at Merck is firmly committed to helping ensure the success of the government's Healthy China 2030 strategy. The Chinese government's initiative puts a strong emphasis on the immunization of children, along with the prevention and treatment of major diseases, including cancer. In fact, the government has pledged to increase the 5-year survival rate for all cancers by 15% by 2030. And at Merck, we're proud that our innovative medicines and vaccines are helping to advance these priorities. In fact, in 2018, our HPV vaccine was approved in a record 8 days. Talk about efficiency. Providing Chinese patients a world-leading vaccine in the prevention of cervical cancer. Later that year, our award-winning cancer therapy was approved by Chinese regulators, making Merck one of the few companies in China that is able to comprehensively address cancer. So as we celebrate our 30 years in China, Merck is positioned to work with the national and provincial government leaders to meet the country's ambitious health goals. And we look forward to working with China as it continues to reform so as to provide an environment where businesses can innovate and thrive. Merck welcomes constructive dialogues about how we can work together to bring forward the innovative solutions that will save and improve the lives of people across China. So again, thank you for recognizing my company's great work in China. I'm grateful for the opportunity to continue building a future of shared prosperity. 谢谢。